What's up YouTube, JP here, and in this video we're going to be reviewing a really cool controller for the Xbox Series S and X by HexGaming. So without further delay, let's dive in. So let's just get the boring part out of the way. HexGaming sent this controller free of charge for review, but my opinions are my own and my own alone. Now you've probably heard that name before, HexGaming, because not too long ago I did a review on a PS5 controller that was configured and personalised very much the same way. If you haven't seen that video yet, or you're more interested in PS5 controllers, click up here somewhere where you can go directly to that video. So first of all, a little bit about HexGaming. They customize controllers, but they use original hardware. So what they're basically taking is a brand new PS5 or Xbox Series S and X controller, they strip it down and they customize it to your specification. If you go on their website, you can find an easy creativity tool where you can customize your own controller. Once you've done that, they'll receive the order and then someone will actually do it all by hand. They'll customize your controller, any modifications, so the mappable buttons on the back and the clicky triggers instead of analog triggers. They'll put it all together and then ship it out to you. Now they do have plenty of pre-configured controllers and you might see something there that you actually like, but on both occasions I actually customized the controllers myself. So this is the PS5 controller that I customized not long ago, and then of course we've done exactly the same again with the Xbox Series S and X controller, but this time they sent me something else as well. So let's get on with that unboxing now and see what we got. So the packaging itself is exactly the same as the packaging that we got on the PS5 controller. It's a nice presentation box, and of course what we're really interested in is what's inside. So as we open the box up, we can get the controller out and it's in a nice protective kind of foam pouch. Now in the bottom there's some instructions, and that's going to tell you how to use those programmable buttons, and we'll go into that in more detail later. But we've got some accessories here. Now what these are protective thumbstick rings, and you get quite a few of them. And then next we actually have the analog sticks themselves, because you get all different sizes. Some are domed, some are concaved, and they range from really short sticks to quite long ones to give you more precision when you're playing FPS games. Now of course the star of the show is the controller itself. So let's have a look to see how I designed this one. Now as you can see, I've gone for a stealthy black kind of looking carbon fibre with just a touch of orange. If we have a look at the back, we can see those programmable buttons, and then we have those rubber grips on the left and right side. The triggers are mouse clicky triggers, and we'll go into those in more detail later. But as you can see, the front is all carbon fibre, and it is carbon fibre look obviously. The base of the thumbsticks is orange, and then the A, B, X, Y buttons are a mix between dark grey and light grey. Now of course you can take the thumbsticks off. So pulling them off here, we can see those orange bases, and of course you can change these for longer ones. The right thumbstick I usually have a slightly longer one to give more precision. So what else did they send me? Let's have a look. So we got one of their accessories, and it's the carry case, but it also comes with two other things. So if we open it up, we can see I've got the controller in there already. But what we have in this little container is aiming rings. Now I've never used aiming rings before, but I'm going to give them a go anyway. And the last thing we've got here is a USB-A to USB-C cable. Now it not only does power, it also does data. It's 4 meters long, it's braided, and it's really strong. Now obviously the design of the controller is personal preference, and I was kind of trying to go for a Steam Deck OLED look because the bases of those thumbsticks are orange. Now of course the best way to test this controller is to actually use it, but before we do that I want to hear what those mouse clicky buttons sound like. So as you can hear, that's pretty satisfying. But let's dive in and play some games. Now everyone seems to be really enjoying Palworld at the moment, and I'm no exception. In fact, I've actually created my own server where me and a few of the other guys from the Alien Retro Gaming Guild, link in the description below if you want to get involved, are really enjoying our playthrough. Now going back to the HexGaming Xbox Series S and X controller, because it's based on an official controller, it feels just like an original controller. I really do think people underestimate the time and money that's spent that goes into researching these controllers, not just for the Xbox, but also the PS5. So nothing is perfect, and that's why customizing your controller with HexGaming just gives you a better experience. And of course, with those mouse clicky triggers, it gives you an edge when it comes to esports or first person shooters. Now of course there is an alternative. You could customize one of your own controllers yourself, say using some products from ExtremeRate. But if you want the nice easy route, customize it online with HexGaming. You get a new controller, so if you've only got one, you now have two. So it seems like a really good solution. So let's talk about those programmable buttons on the back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly show you how to use them, so you don't have to look at the instructions when you get yours. So taking a look at the back of the controller, there's a little button here with a blue ring. If you push and hold it for 3 seconds, you'll see that it starts flashing. Now what you want to do is you want to hold the button that you want to program on the back, and then hold the button that you want to program it to on the front. For this example, we'll use A. You'll see it flash red, and that's confirmed that that's been programmed. Hold the button for 3 seconds again, and that takes it out of programming mode and it's ready to use. Now you can reprogram buttons, but if you just wanted to wipe everything, if you use the B and Y button with the left and right bumper, so hold all 4 buttons at the same time for 3 seconds, it will basically reset the remappable kit. As you can see there, it's flashing red, which means it's unassigned all those buttons on the back, so you can then start from a clean slate. So what's my thoughts and impressions on this HexGaming Xbox Series S and X controller? Now you've got to remember that these are official original controllers. HexGaming is going out there buying DualSense controllers, official ones, and it's the same with the Xbox Series S and X. So everything that they haven't changed, like the analog sticks etc, feel just like an original Xbox Series S and X controller. But they've done a fantastic job of putting it all together, and I've had no issues whatsoever. Those programmable buttons on the back and those mouse clicky triggers instead of analog triggers feel really good. And of course, because it is an official controller, you're never going to have any problems with updating it or it working with your Xbox Series S or X. So I think I'm going to end the video here, but if you enjoy my content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and then hit that bell notification so you don't miss any future uploads. I'm JP, you've been watching Alien Retro Gaming, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.